They say every man deserves a second chance to get it right, and most don't get that chance. But let's say you did get that second shot. Would you just throw it away? Well, that's what this gentleman just did. This is the story of Billy Adams. Billy Adams III. You all may know him as Ace in H.
Welcome to the home of the gangsters, a city full of thugs, where the killers slinging nines, swiping cars and robbing plugs. Cold-hearted, how they started, ain't no room for no love. Every time you say it's smoke, we spin it, we can't get enough.
Billy Adams was arrested in Tampa, Florida on February 8, 2023 on charges of gunning down his girlfriend, who was 5 months pregnant at the time. Adams allegedly gunned down his pregnant girlfriend, Alana Sims, who was 22, in front of her car, while her 18-month-old slept inside of it on January 30th. But hold on, fam. We're gonna pump the brakes a little bit, and let's go back to 2020, where Billy Adams was acquitted of a double murder charge of 2 men he gunned down in a Lutz recording studio.
In November of 2020, Adams is accused of gunning down 2 men in a converted recording studio in Lutz. Investigators say Adams is a gang member, and they believe the shooting was connected to a gang feud involving weapons and money.
I was facing my computer, and I heard 2 gunshots.
Joseph Meeks owns the studio and witnessed all of it. He testified during Adams' bond hearing.
What did you see?
Basically, all I seen was the people not moving and Adam standing there with a gun.
Is not guilty.
Tampa rapper Billy Adams got a second lease on life when a jury acquitted him of killing 2 men in a Lutz recording studio in November of 2020. He said it was self-defense, and the jury believed him.
That's a blessing, right? Well, let's fast forward back to 2023. Alana Sims was discovered by a witness thinking she was intoxicated, lying on the ground. But another witness, who later alerted investigators, found Sims in a pool of blood with upper body trauma in the 10700 block of Pictorial Park Drive in New Tampa. Court documents allege that Sims, who was 5 months pregnant, was one of the 2 women Adams was dating, and she was getting in the way of his freedom, so he gunned her down. Law enforcement said that Adams lured Sims into the New Tampa neighborhood of Eastern Park, telling her they were headed to a party to celebrate his acquittal of his double murder that he just beat 13 days earlier. Court records show that Adams told investigators that he was out with friends on the evening Sims was killed, and he gave them a video as proof. But after searching Adams' vehicle and phone, investigators found out that the video was actually recorded on February 1st, which was 2 days after the incident. And Adams made a self-defense plea in this case too. Check this out.
The motion for pretrial detention states Adams told detectives he was home the entire evening of January 30th. That's the night Alana Sims was killed. She was 5 months pregnant. TPD says her body was found on the road of a New Tampa neighborhood. Her toddler son was asleep in the car next to her when police arrived.
It's awful.
Documents show Adams gave police video showing him with friends at the villas that night. He recanted those statements after police later determined that the video was recorded on February 1st and was altered to indicate the January 30th date and location. Documents say initially the defendant stated that the victim pulled a gun on him, and while the defendant wrestled with the victim, he shot her. When the defendant could not demonstrate the events, the defendant changed his statement to the fact that the victim pulled a gun on him and he was able to get the gun away from the victim, then shot her in the head as self-defense.
I can't even call it on this one. Normally, I would have some words of encouragement or something enlightening to say, but I'm at a loss for words, and that rarely happens to me. But I do want people to know that not everybody gets a second chance like this gentleman did. There's plenty of people out there today that wish they got to turn around like he did. There's plenty of people in the grave that wish they could do it all over and have a second chance. Because some situations don't allow you to breathe afterwards. It is what it is. But us, as young black men, we have to make better decisions. But I would like to say, rest in peace to Alana Sims. Condolences to her family. And y'all know what it is, man. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Hate on me if you want to. But it ain't gonna stop nothing. I'm out.